Hello everybody, Sly Sonic 7 here today, and we're playing a brand new game. This will be one of our new Let's Plays. So this is actually recommended to me by a friend of mine, Zach, who told me that this was a really cool game and really did justice to the show. So of course we're talking about now Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. So for some background, I was a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan growing up. I watched all of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! All 224 episodes, and I'm going to sound really, really nerdy because I'm going to know all these numbers. I watched all 224 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! All 180 episodes of GX, and all, I want to say 154 or 56 episodes of 5Ds. I tried to watch Zexal. I really lost interest after 10 episodes, and I've never seen the last one, which is actually new, I want to say as of this year, or really end of last year, maybe, is Arc V or Arc 5, technically. So here we go, we're going to start this off. I have heard some great things about this, so I'm super excited. So, here we go. So we're obviously going to start off with what is the best. We're going to start off with Yu-Gi-Oh! The very, very first one. So, Duelist Kingdom, here we go. We are actually, so I don't know what this is doing. So select historic duel to replay. This is really, really cool. So, whoa, this is a ton. So I guess it says play as normal duel or press OK. I don't know what the difference is, so I'm gonna press OK. Let's see what that happens with that. Loading Yu-Gi-Oh! Histories. The story of Yu-Gi-Oh! Begins at Domino High School, where Duel Monsters, the hottest card game in the world, was all the rage. Yugi was the best duelist around, and his friend Joey wanted desperately to learn how to duel as well. So our history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Starts with Yugi teaching the rules of Duel Monsters to Joey as their friends Taya and Tristan watch. So I'm going to try to read these as much as I can in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge voices. I love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series so much, so I'm actually going to try to have a lot of fun with this. Hey Joey! Earth to Joey! It's your turn! Isn't he cute when he's thinking? Hey Tristan, Yugi here's teaching me how to play Duel Monsters. Drooling monsters? Duel monsters, you Nimrod. They've been at it for hours. Joey's starting to get the hang of it, but Yugi's like an expert. Okay, Yugi, it's time to duel. And I guess as it's loading, they just give you like little card details. Oh wow, this looks so cool how they do it. Okay, I love the layout of this so much. What a stirring intro. Shuriken Spin a Tail. Oh my god, the guy's name is Iron4M8, that's kind of cool. Greetings duelists, I am Iron4M8, part of the virtual game simulator. I've been programmed to teach you proper dueling rules and best practices, so let's get started and walk you through the basics. In the scenario, you'll be taking on the role of the legendary Yugimoto, facing off against the not quite as legendary Joey Wheeler. I love this. Okay, duel. Okay, so, this definitely, oh god. Is this, I don't know if this is like, okay. Yeah, I know how to play the game. I don't want to do this, so let's see. Select from your hand, then I want to select set. Okay, fine. I guess it's like an intro, so maybe I'm not using his actual. Oh, and then you press circle, you go to main phase 1, or you can just go to end phase. So I'm going to go to end phase. So now it's Joey's turn. Yeah, it's time to duel. Okay, yeah, no, they're both using fake decks at this point. Okay, so he's using a Pyro deck, and we're using a Dragon and kind of a 6 Samurai deck. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Congrats, you survived your first attack. You may have noticed Joey attacked you and wound up hurting himself. That's because his attack points were less than my defense points. Yes, I played the game. Thank you very much. Start playing spell and trap cards. Okay, so all monsters you control gain 200 attack only during their battle phase. Activates. And these are trap cards, so we'll set this, that's fine. And now let's switch Dragon Dwelling the Cave to attack mode? Why? Okay, a ninja dog, blah blah blah. Fine. Summon. Since we have this ninja dog, I guess. It's not 6 Samurai for sure, but yeah, so let's go to the battle phase. Since we have this card, obviously we gain 200 attack points, so now I'm going to say attack to his Blazing Apache. He loses 150 points, that card's destroyed, and then of course, we can attack him directly now, 1500 points, works out really well. Okay, so we're going to go to our end phase, that works out. Now, the thing I want to make sure of is what my friend Zach told me is that you can play this in one of two different ways. You can either construct your own deck and basically play against them, or you can play the historic duels. So I think what I'm going to try to do right now is play the historic duels, because those were definitely the most interesting. Those were the ones we watched, that we knew, we loved. It'd be really kind of cool to like replay that. Alright, so up until now we've only been able to summon monsters with level 4 or below, but now let's summon one with 5 or 6. We have to tribute. Oh, I've never seen how this works. So yeah, summon, I select one as a tribute. Select yes. Oh, which? Okay, this yes. I was like, which one's the one I'm supposed? Which one is the color? Was it gray or red? Really? Select that one to tribute? Fine. Why? I don't get why I would. Whatever. You can send. Okay, you can send one face-up continuous spell card you control to the graveyard, then target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. Interesting. I've actually never had this. So activate its effect. Obviously, we get rid of that. We destroy that card. Ah, okay, makes much more sense. Now let's chain Call of the Hunted. Okay. This is it's a pretty good strategy they actually have, because then they make me sacrifice him to bring him back. Now let's chain Rush Recklessly in your hand. The Rush Recklessly just basically gives me 700 attack points until the end of the turn. I can put that on whatever, it doesn't really matter. So now I bring him back, and I have my dog, and now I'm ready to attack. And if I'm correct, I want to say we actually have enough to win the duel right here. Yeah, we do, exactly. It's a tutorial that makes a lot of sense. So with that, we've officially beaten Joey in what was, I want to say, like 3 turns. So that was cool. Yep, and that will be game. Cool. We win. Game over. What? A card that powerful totally wipes me out, Yug. What the hell? Wow, you stink at this game, Joey. You did fine, Joey. I just have better cards. My grandpa owns a game shop, and I get all my best cards from him. Your own game shop? What are we waiting for? Let's go! Okay, maybe I can even get Grandpa to show us his super rare card he's got. Kind of a rare card. Could they possibly have the rare card that I'm looking for? Sorry, I'm going to say a lot of these stupid things just because I've watched this show so many times. I love it so much. I know most of the lines. So I'm going to have a lot of fun. Of course, the robot, as he's reading his history book, goes, "Little did our characters know that someone was listening in on their conversation. Someone who was looking for a very rare card to add to his collection." Of course, it's weird because Kaiba was not wearing those clothes that early in the show. He's wearing that in like I guess the 2nd season or whatever of it, which is Battle City. The entire first part, he's wearing like a very like weird like blue dress robe that they're all wearing for school. New campaign duel unlocked. Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards. New deck avatar unlocked. And a new deck recipe unlocked. Oh, cool. Okay, so all these things happen that as you're winning, you get, I guess, different kinds of deck molds, you get cards from them, and then you get duel points. Yeah, so let's go to the next one, yeah, obviously. Heart of the Cards, select a historic duel to replay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So here we go, you can only press OK, so here we go, yes. That afternoon, Yugi and his friends went to Grandpa's game shop. Yugi wanted to show his friends his grandpa's prized possession. Gramps, can you show my friends your awesome super rare chocolatey covered super card? Rare card? You mean my special card? Please? Please? How could I refuse? You kids are in for a treat. I don't take this card up too often. Here it is. The Blue Eyes Red Dragon, so rare, so powerful, I never let it leave my hands. And as he says that in the show, Joey just takes it from his hands and is like, what's so special about this card, huh? I also am a little pissed off. They're using the wrong Blue Eyes. There's like 3 different Blue Eyes prints you can have, and they definitely are using the wrong one for the one he had. Because the show only shows one, which is the one where it's like just like the blue dragon with the white background. You'll see it later, I hope. It's like, this card is priceless. There are only 4 of them in all the world. Because that makes total sense. Why would there only be 4 of these? Because especially, as we find out later in the show, it's not the most powerful card in all of Duel Monsters, so there's no reason it should be limited like that. They did it simply for the fact of like Kaiba wanting to have like a specific fixation on such a rare card. Suddenly, a classmate from school ran into the shop. His name was Seto Kaiba, the young CEO of Kaiba Corp. He found the card he was looking for. Name your price for that Blue Eyes. I can pay anything you ask. I'm sure you could, but this card is worth more to me than you could ever offer. Senile old fool. I'll just hire old bodyguards to kidnap you and torture you instead. Kaiba stormed out of Grandpa's store. The team was disturbed by Kaiba's obsession with the blue-eyes white dragon. The next day, when Yugi came back from the store with his friends, his grandpa was gone. When the phone rang, it was Kaiba on the other end, mocking Yugi that they had kidnapped his grandfather and took him to Kaiba Corp. Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Corp and found Grandpa laying on the floor, defeated. Grandpa, are you okay? Yugi, I failed. I wanted to teach that boy Kaiba a lesson about the heart of the cards, but I lost. Man, my voice hurts so much from doing that voice. Like, my throat is hurting so much from doing that voice. Grandpa! How's the old man feeling? Kaiba, you sleaze, what have you done to? We had a duel, that's all, with each of us putting our most valuable card as the prize. But I guess playing against a champion like myself was too much stimulation for the old fool. Kaiba, you should be ashamed of yourself! Look at the sweet prize I won. Kaiba held up Grandpa's blue-eyes white dragon and ripped it in half. Grandpa's most treasured card! Blue-eyes white dragon is a rare and powerful card, and this one will never be used against me. My blue-eyes white dragon! My treasure! Grandpa, hold on! How could you do such a thing? Yugi, take this. Huh? Grandpa? I built this deck. I put my soul in these cards. I taught you everything I know, Yugi. Take my cards and teach Kaiba respect for the heart of the cards. Complete bullshit, by the way. Kaiba just owned him before, and he's like, take my deck. You owning it will have a completely different result. Okay, Grandpa, I'll do it. Are you ready to play, Runt? Playtime is over, Kaiba! Huh? And of course, I have my magical transformation. So the whole idea of Yugioh, for anyone who's not seen this and for some reason still stuck around long enough to hear me doing all these voices, is there is an ancient pharaoh who's being held inside the Millennium Puzzle. You can see around the puzzle on Yugi's neck. So he's an ancient pharaoh who lived 5,000 years ago and all that, and he has the very sexy, deep voice. And both Yugi, who's doing the very high-pitched voice, and Yami, as he's being called now, or basically as we know him later in the series, I won't say his name because it ruins it. The pharaoh has a very deep voice. He's a little bit taller too, so like literally whenever they transform between each other, Yugi grows or shrinks 6 inches and has a much deeper voice. Kaiba was taken aback by Yugi's sudden transformation. It seemed like he'd become a different person, because he had. As if he was more confident and powerful than ever, and taller too. And they're both wearing the wrong clothes. Kaiba! Prepare yourself, because it's time to duel! Oh, here we go. Okay, so for each of these, you get to choose. Do you want to use your own deck, or do you want to use the story deck? Of course I want to use the story deck, because this is literally the most badass... Oh, I love this is the most badass duel in the history of the entire show. So just like any other random duel we pick, rock, paper, scissors, he beats me, he goes first, I'm guessing. Or he chooses to go second, because that randomly is selected. That's kind of stupid. You always want to go first in this game, basically. So here we go. So now, as we can see, we have 2 pieces. We have 2 of these weird little pieces here. Now to explain, because this is going to be directly tied to the story, we have this is called left leg of the forbidden one and Exodia, the forbidden one. So if you read, if you have the right leg, if you have the right leg, the left leg, the right arm, and the left arm, in addition to this card in your hand, you win. It is the one automatic win in the entire game that you can have in your hand. There's another one that we'll be facing later in the game, but this one is specifically for your hand, and this is considered the most powerful monster in all of Duel Monsters. So, we have some cards here, these are all nice cards. We're going to start off by probably just putting this in defense mode, because knowing the actual thing, Kaiba has much more powerful cards than we do. So we're just going to put that 1 there and end our turn. It's be Kaiba's turn. So Kaiba is going, what is he going to, okay. Just puts a card in defense mode and puts a card face down. Oh, 2 cards. Okay. So one funny difference is this game plays by the actual rules of Duel Monsters. So basically, you cannot, just summon level 5 or level 5 to 6 or level 8 monsters for no reason. You know, like it's impossible. Like so, you actually have to sacrifice. In the old show, when this was happening, they had no sacrifice rules. So Kaiba would just summon level 6, level 8 monsters with no sacrifice, which is completely false. So it's kind of funny how it works. Ah, okay, yeah. So we're gonna do this just so we can kind of draw some more cards. I don't know why. Oh, I'm just gonna activate it. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna save these just because we have a little more time. I kind of want to see what our deck is like, so I'm gonna kind of postpone this a little bit, and maybe I'll just cut to where it gets a little more interesting here. Okay, so we're kind of on a fun chain right now. So it's been a few turns. So I keep drawing normal monsters, so I keep activating Heart of the Underdog, so I can just keep drawing, because I actually want to basically get to the end of my deck, because I know that some of my much more valuable, like the cards that are going to help me win this duel are further in my deck. So I do not want to show him this. I do not want him to know what the hell's going on. Gaia has 6 or 7? No, yeah, too many. Okay. So we're going to put one of these cards in defense mode, and we're going to set one of these cards just so we don't have to discard anything. And we're going to go to our battle phase right here. So we were able to actually sacrifice one of our monsters to summon Rude Kaiser, so we have a decently strong monster, but now he's going to activate a card called Shadow Spell, which is really going to weaken us. That's not good. I want to buy some time here, because I really do want to just help us out a little bit. So I'm going to actually activate Swords Revealing Light here. So what that's going to do is basically stun him for 3 turns where he can't attack me at all. Oh crap, I forgot. Okay, too many. So I'll just discard one of my Stone Soldiers, that's fine. So you can only hold max 6 cards in your hand at the end of a turn. It's a weird little rule, but it happens. So as you can see, our counters went to 1, because now we've had Sword Revealing right out there for 1 turn. We're gonna be a complete dick and set this, just so we can play, you know, do that again later. I'm completely fine just stalling time right now, because the second we draw another normal monster, we're going to keep activating Heart of the Underdog to keep drawing cards, as long as we keep getting these normal monsters. And there we go, that's fucked up. He played a really, really rare card called Ancient Rules that lets you summon cards that need sacrifices without actually having to sacrifice, which is really, really like useful. It's a great card. We're just stalling time right now. Again, we're waiting, because to let you in on how this duel is supposed to end if we're going by the historic duel, and that's why I kind of want to do these, even if I can win these duels other ways, or I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know if you can even win the duels other ways. Even if I could, I want to win them in the way that they were won in the show, because that for me is like gonna be the most fulfilling, because you know it's your one chance to beat Kaiba with Exodia. So basically, the whole idea of this is that I'm going to keep drawing. I'm going to keep doing this. And I can actually just really be a dick and just end the game right here. And I think I'm going to. So basically, as you can see, I have both legs of the forbidden one and the head. So all I need are the arms, according to this definition, right? So this card that I placed twice here is called Sangan. So basically, what Sangan does is whenever it's destroyed, which as long as these guys attack, it will be, it's sent to the graveyard, and I can call any card from my deck that has less than 1,500 attack points. So if you look at these legs, they both have 200 attack points, and I think the arms have the exact same. So I can actually just call both arms from the deck to my hand, and we'll automatically win the game. So I'm actually just going to end my turn here, not really give a shit about anything here. Discard just one of these random cards that don't really matter, and turn change, here we go. Now attack me. Okay, so his Dispel just destroys one of my cards, that's fine. Doesn't really, wasn't anything I was going to be using anyways. So he has a lot of cards that can attack me. Luckily, none of them can actually destroy my Soldier of Stone, so I won't take any life point damage, but here we go. So we're going to take the right arm, say yes, add to our hand, and now he's going to attack our other one, and with that, we are going to bring the other arm, and with that, guys, we have officially beaten Kaiba with Exodia. We show him all 5 cards, you win using the effects of Exodia the Forbidden One. So guys, in our very first episode, we have relived the most classic duel that there was for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the famous line that he always says is at the very end, he's like, play your last pathetic card, Yugi. He's like, my grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does have the unstoppable Exodia. And then he goes, ah, impossible! No one's ever been able to summon him. He summons Exodia. Oh, Exodia! Obliterate! Anyone who's never seen it, watch the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's so epic when it happens, and I'm so happy I got to actually do this now. Complete and total nerd, could not be more proud of it. And at the very end, he says, "You play only for power, Kaiba. That's why you lost. But if you put your heart in the game, there is nothing you can't do." The results of the duel spread quickly, and a mysterious one-eyed man gets news of Yugi's victory. So guys, this is a really good point to stop right now before we keep going on. I'm actually so happy at how they're literally playing out all of the major battles that are happening. So guys, this has been Sly Sonic 7. This is going to be one of my favorite games that I think I've ever played. Thank you to my friend Zach so much for recommending this. It is awesome. I love this so much. So guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.